So, Danai, how is the experience of coming back to Comic Con another year for you?
I mean, it's always awesome to be here. It's really like it feels like a beautiful ritual, because we go into the trenches of creating the work, and we're at this point with Walking Dead, for instance, we're there some months now, really working many hours and developing the season. And then we get to come out here and remember and see all these stunning fans and all their amazing, commitment and love for the show and for the characters. And it's just, that connection is just, it's life-giving, and the sort of joy of, there's a lot of the combination of creating graphic stories, graphic novel stories, and then seeing them come to life. And these are the people who celebrate that. So, I mean, I'm just thankful I get to be a part of it.
Do you feel that now that Black Panther is out and was a huge success, fans are more enthusiastic when they see you?
Yeah, the beauty, and I'm so thankful for it, is that, I'm so thankful I got to be a part of Black Panther. It really it had an impact no one could have anticipated. And yeah, there's a great amount of enthusiasm that we, me and I know the rest of my cast, we experience as a result of that, of the film. And it's beautiful. People tell you all these amazing ways that it affected them, and that it resonated with them, or that they had realizations watching it for themselves. And that's why you do what you do. Because I think there's great power in storytelling, and we poured our hearts and our souls into it, and the astounding Mr. Ryan Coogler poured everything he had into it, and so when you see that sort of response, you remember the beauty of why we do what we do is about those one-on-one human experiences you get to have after, and you see how people have really how it's resonated for people in various ways that you couldn't have imagined. So it is definitely it's definitely another realm of people I get to meet now as a result of that film. That happens all the time. Yeah.
So fans, what they should expect to see Michonne doing in this new season coming up?
Michonne goes through a lot this season, of course, and as we know what's going to come, and in some ways we know about Mr. Lincoln leaving, and so Michonne goes through a lot this season, but she's also you see her in many ways that you've never seen her. You see many changes that even before what happens, but she's dealing, her and Rick are trying to reorder the world. They're trying to bring civilization back the way it used to be in some senses, but at the same time you're dealing with a very different world than the one that we'd experienced for 150 years before this happened. So you're seeing her really grappling with the nitty-gritty of that, and really trying to bring together the law and order of the nation, of the society that they're in, and the communities that they're in, and the people that they're trying to bring together. But there are complexities with that, because how are you going to really address all the concerns people have in a way that allows them to come together? So she's at kind of helming that issue, and it's a very cool thing, because Michonne is a very, very smart person. She's comes from a different, she comes from a place where she was educated in all these different ways. So you're seeing some of that stuff flow back into who she is, and then you're seeing various other things. So there's a lot going on for Michonne this season that I'm excited for. I'm excited for people to see. It's very compelling to read the scripts and see how she's navigating the world. It's very different from how she's done it in the past.
And finally, what's the best advice you ever received in your career?
Oh my God. I mean, I don't know. There's so many pieces of advice I've received in my career. So many great mentors I've had. I mean, the idea of understanding the power of saying no. Understanding that it's okay to be picky. It's okay to be discriminate about what you invest your time into. And even if that means your IMDb page isn't, 4 pages long, you pick specifically the stories you want to tell, and what that how that will resonate, and you have a vision for how you want to be, what you want to have been a part of, and what you want your work to say. And that involves really having the ability to say the word no and be okay with it, and that realization of understanding that and understanding it's okay to be picky and to actually say no to things that don't quite work. Doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. It just means it's not the thing that feels right for where you need to put yourself right now. And learning that and understanding that is something that has deeply informed how I've navigated my career.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.